Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here live from the Westgate Hotel, home of WrestleCon, in the city of Las Vegas, the city that never sleeps. It is 11:45, and we are sitting on the couch. We're talking a little bit of wrestling. We're talking about WrestleMania 41. This is my first trip back to WrestleMania since WrestleMania 32, and I can honestly tell you it is fun to meet Mark again. It is funny. It's fun to be in the city where I can tell you as of right now, this hotel is probably like 50% Marks, 25% cheerleaders, high school cheerleaders. Don't get the wrong idea. And like 25% high school volleyball players. So like, for a majority of the time, you don't look stupid walking around like this. Especially when you get into the main crowds out down there on the strip, the closer you got to Allegiant Stadium, nobody's going to look at you funny. I can honestly tell you, tonight was an awesome night of wrestling. I can honestly tell you, there was two moments during this show that I really realized that I was at WrestleMania. Jey Uso's entrance and the entire main event. This is my first two-night WrestleMania. They've been doing them since 36. 37 was the first crowd that got to experience two nights of WrestleMania. So they've been done. People understand them. Once we finally get to two-night SummerSlams, two-night Royal Rumbles, that's when it's going to get really, really weird. But I wonder how they're going to do the two-night Royal Rumbles when they have to decide, like, are they going to tell people when the men's and when the women's is going to be? Because what if you don't know what ticket to buy if you only want to see the men's Royal Rumble? And what if you buy like a Saturday and then you find out that once you get there that the match you wanted to see is the next day? I think a majority of the people go both nights, but my buddy Jim, he was only there tonight. But let's get down to business. It was weird going to the show. Honestly, very easy to get on from the Westgate. I got on the monorail. I rode it all the way down to the MGM. Once you got off at the MGM, you walked through the casino on the monorail. You got off the monorail. You walked through the casino. Walked to the corner. You walk up an escalator that takes you over to the street, and then you have to cross over from New York to the Excalibur. You have to walk by the Excalibur, get into another tram, which then took you to the Luxor. That's where I met up with my friend Jeremy. And then basically there's a straight shot that shoots you out the back of the Luxor. They close the street. You walk over a freeway over ramp, and you're in the parking lot. Very, very easy to get to. It sounded more confusing than it really honestly was. Just read your signs and you're good to go. I honestly really believe that Las Vegas will have another WrestleMania within 5 years. That is my thought. I think this town really showed that they could handle WrestleMania. It's just a matter if anybody else will overpay to bring them in. There definitely were matches that I don't want to say didn't deserve to be on WrestleMania, but didn't make it feel like it was WrestleMania time. New Day versus the War Raiders was one of those matches for me. I love tag team wrestling. But that match right there, just nothing ever really snatched it to me. And then like New Day won the belts, and then they just like ran away with them. They didn't even like celebrate having them. It was like they stole them, and they didn't want to celebrate. They haven't had those titles, honestly, in a long time. It should mean them. It means something to them to win them at WrestleMania in front of everybody, unless they just wanted to have their celebration in the back, not in front of the fans, because the fans don't care about them. That's one way they could have made sense. And then the El Grande Americano versus Rey Fenix match wasn't what it was supposed to be, because I didn't watch SmackDown, but Rey Mysterio got injured, so he was replaced by Rey Fenix. Huge news. WWE purchased AAA. They acquired them, and they're going to work that into however the hell they're gonna do that. I don't know how Triple H oversees AAA and WWE at the same time. You would think that somebody has to be brought in, and it'd be funny if it's somebody like Conan, who all of a sudden gets this massive job with massive power within WWE. I don't know a lot about AAA or Mexico wrestling, but I'm pretty sure that like the former Sin Cara and Alberto Del Rio wrestled there. And would think it was crazy if they found their way back into WWE. But that match, Ray Phoenix seems like he didn't do anything to really stuck into my mind. Once the match was over, it was all about El Grande Americano putting the metal plate into his mask, getting the win, and I was kind of surprised. Penta was undefeated in WWE for a good period of time before he lost, and maybe they didn't want to do the same thing with Phoenix, but you would have thought that Phoenix was just as special as Penta, and that's kind of the reason why they kept them apart. I'm really looking forward to the Braun Breaker match, and I am okay with if he loses, because he is the last guy to beat Jey Uso, who is now your World Heavyweight Champion. His entrance was freaking awesome. That match was really good. I read a good tweet from my buddy Zach, who did not like that Gunther immediately tapped out as soon as the chokehold got put on him. A guy as strong as Gunther should have been able to overcome the odds and break the hold, but immediately tapped out. I can't remember Jey Uso as a singles wrestler or a tag team wrestler ever using a chokehold before. So to sort of get choked out with your own move and give up that quick, I guess it tells the story of like the bully who pushes everybody around on the playground, and then all of a sudden one kid gets up the courage, punches him one time, and the bully just falls over and cries. I guess that's kind of the story they're telling, but yeah, it'd be fun to see. They're probably gonna do Rematch City, but fun to see where that goes from here. Fun to see Jacob Fatu win the championship against LA Knight. Pretty good match. Jacob Fatu, I'm not 100% sure when he debuted, but I don't think he was in WWE last year at WrestleMania. So for him to come off the Indies, off MLW, debut in WWE, and then win the United States Championship in a match on WrestleMania, I honestly believe is a really big deal. And I think that's really, really cool for him. The Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair, I don't want to say my seats were bad. My seats were damn good seats. I sat in 129. I was almost equal with the front of the stage, like the end of it. And I was equal to where the ramps were when the cars for Charlotte Flair and LA Knight came up and came down. The ring was seeable, especially when I was wearing my regular glasses and not these goofy glasses. But I could not tell who was who, and I think that was the story that they were telling for the people that were watching that match at home, or the people probably in the first 10 rows probably got a better match than I did. But Tiffany Stratton got the win. There was 3 championship changes in the first 4 matches, and I thought maybe they were going to do title changes the whole way through. But Tiffany was able to beat Charlotte. Where Charlotte goes from here, I don't want to say that she's going to go away, but if she has to reprogram herself, almost when she came back from her injury, it was like she was trying to be nice Charlotte, and just bad Charlotte came out because it was rooted into her veins. We'll have to see what can happen from here. But main event time, from the time Seth Rollins came out, especially with the flamethrower. If anybody can make it 10 minutes into this video that works for the company tops, that needs to be Seth Rollins' freaking card in the next set that comes out with pictures from WrestleMania 41. Him holding that flamethrower. He was having so much fun. You can see it in his face, actually getting to shoot that thing off. I thought that was really cool for Seth Rollins. Don't make it an insert. Don't make it like only an autograph card. Make it like his base card. That'll be freaking cool. Awesome for Seth to get a real WrestleMania moment that people can, really remember. I think that the WrestleMania that he wrestled Triple H, it wasn't the main event of the show, but it was one of the biggest matches of that year. Debatably, to me, that was the biggest match on that show. But the story of the match was Paul Heyman. They should have put the man on the poster for the event because it looked like he was going to help Punk. He went over and he grabbed the steel chair. Roman Reigns awoke from his slumber in the ring and was like, "What are you doing?" And then Heyman, he gave the chair to Punk anyways, to Roman's demise. And then Paul Heyman nut-shotted a CM Punk. Then he was down. Then Roman got up with the chair. Heyman nut-shotted him. He was down, and Seth just picked up the pieces. 1, 2, 3. I think no doubt in my mind this is going to feed into tomorrow night's Screwjob affair. More than likely, WrestleMania 41's main events will have the same sort of atmosphere of WrestleMania 40 with cameos and run-ins galore. I think what they're doing is they're going to have Rollins as well as Heyman align with The Rock and John Cena. And what I think they're going to do is that once Raw is over and, Rock jumps on his jet, goes back to Hollywood, Cena goes to Europe to figure out whatever movie he's going to do or something like that, at least Seth Rollins can play number one bad guy. The only thing that doesn't make sense is he's fighting their battle and Cena is the champion. The only thing that I can think of is that The Rock is promising him that Cena's run is only going to last until December. And then come, January Royal Rumble, he'll hand the belt off to Rollins. And then Rollins will have a reign after that. That's the only promise that I could think The Rock could make Rollins. And even then, it doesn't make sense. Rollins wants to be number one. He's going to take anybody out. Rollins has no friends. So why would he play second banana to Cena for anything? So 41 night one, really, really good show. It's hard for me to comprehend that we are going to WrestleMania again tomorrow. I understand that we're going to a wrestling show, but in my mind, I think we're going to Monday Night Raw, we're coming home packing, and we're going home. But we got 2 more nights. I got an early morning tomorrow. I have to go work something out over at the World. I lost my Monday bracelet. It's not my John Cena bracelet because they don't give bracelets like that for the photo ops. It's only to get in. But for some reason, they give you these bracelets days before. And I don't know if I threw it away on accident, dropped it somewhere, walking around. If it was somewhere in this room and the maid thought it was a used bracelet and she threw it away. But I'm going to go over there. I'm going to tell them the truth. I hope they have mercy on me and they don't charge me another $60 plus tax drawing this John Cena picture to go higher than they already are. So as of right now, I'm already uploading my trip to WrestleMania. Then I'm going to upload my WrestleMania because I think that is going to be copyright galore, and I don't want my whole day to get taken down. But WrestleCon tomorrow, I think I'm just beating Alicia Fox and Sting. I really met almost everybody this whole week. Really, really fun stuff. But we'll get into more of that when I get home. This was longer than I wanted to go. Hopefully you guys make it through. But WrestleMania 41, night one, great show. Tomorrow, guaranteed, should be better. See what's going on tomorrow.